shit out large rocks or take a hike? You're listening to Bug and Moss.
Why not both? Whoa! From the skittering studios underneath your favorite rock, it's 7:01 o'clock on the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. My name is Moss.
My name is Bug.
Bug's back.
I'm here. Hi. Welcome.
I missed you, Bug. I missed you big style.
I missed you. I missed the show.
Yesterday, I realized that without you, I got nothing to say.
Is that true?
Just about true, yeah.
I bet the show is still really good.
Yeah, well.
You don't think so?
It was... I don't know. It's surprising. I feel like I don't typically feel like a person who has nothing to say. But then suddenly it's just me in a room and I'm like, I got nothing. I got nothing to say. Nothing to say.
It is very hard to not have another person to talk to.
It is. Plus, I just love you and I missed you.
I love you and I missed you. I had fun though.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to talk about your concert and how cool it was. You brought Little Moss X, which was fun.
I did. He loved it.
We got some voicemails to get to. I have a game that Matt Bliss made for us that I started yesterday that we're going to finish today, among other things. Also, good morning to 60 Watts Light Bulb. Good morning to Matt Bliss. Good morning to Az. Good morning to AJ. And good morning, of course, to Daddy. On the show
Daddy.
today, a lot of fun stuff. Yeah, Bug, you missed Daddy? You can be honest.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Yeah. It was cool. It was fine. You know, I didn't really think about him. Didn't really come up.
I mean, why? I mean, why would you?
Yeah.
Why would you think about Daddy? Why would you think about Daddy? I'm doing my best like prospector. There's gold in these hills.
There's gold in this, Daddy.
There's gold in this computer. Good morning to Coyote Astronaut who says, woo, let's get twitching. 60 Watts Live said I had my volume way too high for that, the beginning of this show.
Been there.
Yeah, we kind of deliberately made the intro to this show very annoying and loud. You know, like a little good old wake-up horn.
Yeah, I mean, the real fantasy is that you can just be minding your own business. That one waking up morning song from Peer Gynt playing, and then we just boom into the scene.
What Peer Gynt song?
Yeah,
okay.
You know, the morning one.
The whole tone scale shit. Hell yeah, brother. What else we got on the show today, Bug? You got anything spectacular? Oh, I forgot to read your cryptic clue. Or maybe I didn't. I don't remember if I did.
Does anybody know if you read the clue?
We'll see.
I have another clue.
We have another clue for Bug's weird, drawn-out film buffering.
Mm-hmm. Which, as far as I know, only Egg Queen has correctly guessed.
Yeah. And instead of me guessing all at once, Bug has been drip-feeding clues to our audience. Clues that aren't even finished, mind you. Sort of a film buffering, a buffering film buffering.
It's a bit of a meta game because I often write clues like that, just trying to come up with something, and then it'll just look like that. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't know what to do. And then I was like, you know what? Let's try that.
We'll see who else can get it. So, Bug, you were absent yesterday.
I was sleeping in Cincinnati.
I guess that's true. But sleeping wasn't the reason you missed the show.
No, I missed the show because I was up late the night before seeing Miss Hillary Duff in concert.
We are on the cusp of a Hillary Duff renaissance.
Yeah, I think so. AJ says, same Bug. I also wasn't here. Heck yeah. I think we really are at the cusp of a Hillary Duff renaissance, and maybe not even just a Hillary Duff renaissance. I think there were a lot of things that I really liked about this concert and that I find overall really compelling about her sort of return to music. I've always liked Hillary Duff. I liked her music, Metamorphosis era. She did a great job of playing a mix of her new songs and old songs. And the reason I know she did a great job is I fell in love with her new album, but because Mason couldn't come, we invited our friend Olivia, who we were staying with, and she had listened to Hillary Duff back in the day, but had not listened to any of the new album. And she was enjoying all of the new songs also. I feel like it's so hard to balance that.
The thing about it is Hillary Duff's new album, a lot of the tracks on it sound like they were already pop songs in a way that it's really good. To me, every song on it sounded like, oh, this is a radio hit easily. And apparently the crowd there was very active. Like a lot of people our age, but also younger people showing up for it. And she put on a killer performance.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I think, and she sold out the venue too, right?
Yeah, I think there were like 25,000 people there.
Yeah.
Or 20,000. I think I keep saying 20,000, but it was, or 25,000, but it was like 20,000 people. That is, how could I know how many people that is?
That's a lot of people.
That's how many, I guess.
I don't know if 20,000 is right, Bug. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know how many people does an average stadium fit.
Okay, I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah, I don't think 20,000. That would be like the population of a whole city. Although, looking at the largest sports stadiums in the world, according to Yahoo Sports, one of them is the biggest one I see on this list is 86,000 people. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't really know how many people that is. Once I get past like 18, I don't think that I can really imagine any numbers larger than about 18.
18 is about all you can get.
No, you know what? What's the biggest number you can actually picture in your head and know that it's there? Because I think once I get to 8, I suddenly can't picture more than 8 things in my head. Definitely not. And not just like picture, I can picture a bunch of things and say, yeah, that's 1 million. But I mean like actually enough of them that you can count them in your head.
I think that if I was trying really hard, I mean, if I was using all my brain power and maybe even practice, I could only get to 100.
100?
Well, and the reason I say that is I feel like we learned how to count in groups. And I think that if I had the items in my head grouped correctly, I could visualize 100.
Oh, sure. Yeah. If you do, what are those blocks you had in elementary school where it was like strips of 10 and they were like little cubes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I could get up to 12 because if you do 3 rows of 4, that's 12. But I picture soup cans.
But I mean, without doing that, I don't know, 5.
Yeah. See.
Also, yeah, the capacity of the venue was 20,500.
That's crazy. That's so many people.
And the thing about it is I hate a stadium show, but this really wasn't. It was at the Riverbend Music Center. And I do think they oversold the show. I will say, I think that they should have reduced capacity because you're supposed to all be able to fit on this like racked lawn, and which is what makes it not a dog shit venue. And we couldn't. My ankle is absolutely destroyed because I was standing on the side incline trying to get a view.
Trying to dance to a show and jam out while you're on an incline, like trying not to break your ankle.
A lot of us were doing it.
With a bunch of other 30-year-old adults.
Yeah.
Everyone here with their glass ankles and their antacids trying to jam out at a show.
And it was so funny because it has been so long since I've seen that many people smoking at a concert and not getting caught. Like, this is just what I feel millennial culture is that they're like no smoking and no vaping, and everyone is smoking and vaping. They're just like being respectful and not getting caught. Like, it's wild to be in an audience full of people who are the mom friend, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was so... Lyft and Uber are a disaster. They're a nightmare. They're infrastructurally heinous. Everything about them is horrible. And so when you're at a venue and there's 20,500 people there and a lot of them drove and a lot of them were dropped off by Ubers, it was like the most poorly managed school pickup line you've ever seen in your life. And everybody there was so acutely aware of that because it was the school pickup line crowd. Like, we were all so disappointed in that specific part of the organization. Otherwise, the event was amazing. Like it was so easy to get in and everything. But that very last part was so disorganized, and it was just the crowd. We were all just like, "Wow, well, I think I'll be writing an email." Like.
I mean, I feel like leaving an event is always the worst part of any event because somehow it feels like nobody ever fucking plans for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll be like, we're going to get 40,000 people into this airfield for a fireworks show.
Yes.
And then it ends at 8 and everyone responsible is going to fucking teleport away and you'll all just figure it out.
And some of that is not their fault, right? Like Lyft and Uber is just inefficient because if we simply had taxis, you could have taxis waiting and people could just get in them. But with Lyft and Uber, in cars in general, a train is the most efficient option here. You usher people to a public transit station and they all get on train or bus. That's A. B, if you have taxis, every car isn't already pre-assigned to someone somewhere, which is a nightmare. Also, there's like no cars because it's not a very good ride. Like nobody wants to take it. So they just like, and Lyft and Uber aren't real companies. So they don't like staff up. You know what I mean? So it's all kind of a nightmare, except there is a really good model for how to deal with this, and it's called an airport. So I don't really understand why there wasn't just a continuous loop, and we all kept just being like, why isn't this happening? As cars were driving into the crowd of us, and all of the people directing were yelling at us for being in the way.
Buck wild.
We weren't having it. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah. Man, leaving venues is always a nightmare. Checking up on chat, Matt Bliss says, so many bands and stuff are coming back after a 10-year break. It's great to see. Yeah, and I feel like Hillary Duff is gonna have a second star moment. I really do. I feel confident about that. Coyote Astronaut says tractor pull voice. Hillary Duff explosion. Whoa, that's huge.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, go ahead.
Rerun says I may have to, for the first time in my life, go listen to Hillary Duff.
Yeah, it's a good album, guys.
It's pop. It's 100% pop. It's very pop music, but it's really good pop. Like, it's quality pop.
Hillary Duff's a good songwriter, and we were talking about this on the way back from the concert because Olivia was like, I liked a lot of these new songs. Like, they were really cool. And we were like, yeah, I think this album, I think Hillary Duff accomplished what Taylor Swift was trying to do with her Death of a Showgirl album that no one liked. I mean, she's a completely sort of unrelatable billionaire at this point. And so it's just like, okay, you know, every time she does anything. But for this album from Hillary Duff, it really feels, and her real, I think, emphasis with this tour is like, we're all older. Like, that is what it is. She's like, this is not an album about, you know, like, la, 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 my teenage problems. I'm 38. I have 4 kids. I've been divorced. And it's just like about her real life and like the real things that come with it. It's a lot about the grief of like not being as close with your family as you wish you were. It's really good.
I know a lot of people struggled with the with that for some reason, I guess, because when you're a kid actor and you do a show for kids and then you grow up, people get a little weird. Joe says, I understand what you're saying, but I think Taylor Swift did exactly what she wanted to do. LOL. She became a billionaire.
That's exactly the problem, isn't it? I think you're right. And yeah, this concert, I will also say, is like, the tickets were really affordable. It was like $50. It was general admission, which meant we could have had better seats if we were there for like 6 hours, which we chose not to do. No regrets there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you said what, they opened the doors at 6 and at 3 p.m.?
Yes, they opened the doors at 3:30.
And
she went on at like 9.
9 p.m.?
Yeah, no thanks.
What are you talking about, dude? What am I supposed to do? I mean, I guess there's there's openers and stuff, but that's such a long time.
Yeah, and I'm not doing that. Yeah, it was, Coyote Astronaut said that's shockingly affordable. Yeah, I wouldn't pay more than that. I kind of famously don't really like concerts for this reason. Not just the money reason, like it's a lot of physical work to be at a concert and, you know, there's travel involved. This was like, she's got a lot of great tour locations. It's just a well-run tour. The venues are cool. It sold out, but not like, it wasn't a nightmare, you know? Atticus was like ready to get tickets, was on the pulse, but I'm curious to see if her tours continue to be this well organized or if we just got in before it was kind of impossible. Regardless, I think it's a great album and it was a really good concert. She's so little. That's the craziest thing about it. It's like, I'm always surprised by how she's probably exactly the same size as me. This is what I mean by so little, but the stage could not have looked bigger than when she was on it. From the distance we were at, the screens were great. Like the videography was crazy, and the craziest thing about it too is she was involved in it. She would like pick up a GoPro and be like selfieing video that you were seeing in the audience. It was really, really cool. And there were a bunch of like amazing different shots. Joe said in the chat, but you're so fucking tall. We both know that. Exactly. Hillary Duff and I are so tall until you see us. And then you're like, wow, what a little lady that is up there.
I feel like all the TV training probably really lends to helping be a very good performer, particularly in this era of like having cameras and big screens on you while performing live.
I said that. I was like, wow, the video on this is so good. It's almost like she was on TV for years.
Well, hey, Bug, since you are now our number one preeminent foremost authority on Hillary Earhart Duff, why don't we go ahead and do this?
Hey, what about a very small internet quiz?
Ooh.
I'm treating myself to the page all about Hillary and her duff. And I want to see how much of Hillary's duff you can get.
Come on.
That's not slang for anything bad. That just means stuff, right?
No, I think it's...
Well, I don't think that... is Hillary's duff problematic?
I think so.
I need to look up the meaning of this. The beer in Simpsons.
Is that what you were thinking?
Boiled or steamed pudding often containing dried fruit. Yeah, what's in Hillary's duff? Bug, if you're Hillary's such a big fan, can you tell me exactly how old she is?
38.
38. Are you looking at my screen?
No.
Okay, good.
I said that like 5 minutes ago.
Amazing. Well, you're dead on right. Hey, guess what, Bug? Here's a question. What is the name of Hillary Duff's ex-husband?
Oh, no idea. Would never know that.
First name. First name only.
John.
Almost. You can get it.
Jake.
Nope. One more guess. Think extremely, excruciatingly common names. Mike.
Is that right?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Mike Comrie. Married in 2010, divorced in 2016. He was 13 years as a National Hockey League player. He played with the Edmonton Oilers, Philadelphia Flyers, Phoenix Coyotes, Ottawa Senators, New York Islanders, and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Mm-hmm. So he was a hockey guy. Hillary Duff has how many children, Bug?
4.
Ooh, what are their names?
No idea. I'm not a freak.
That would be crazy,
we're not
right?
talking about anybody's kids' names.
No, I know. That was a joke. Hey, next question. You're doing so good so far, by the way. You're 3 for 3. Next question. What is... how many siblings does Hillary Duff have?
1.
1. Do you know the person's name?
Yeah, it's Haley.
Haley Duff.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. You got this.
Haley Duff was also like famous.
Oh, really?
Not
I don't know.
Not
Haley
like
Duff at
as
all.
famous, but she's in the Lizzie McGuire movie briefly, I think. I actually don't know if you see her. I think she might just be part of crafting the voice that they used, the singing voice. Hillary Duff is a great singer, but they've historically done some stuff there.
Here's another question, Bug.
Oh, she is in Napoleon Dynamite, Sid said. That's correct.
Sid said she's in Napoleon Dynamite. Is she where?
She's in there.
Huh. What is the first thing that she is credited for in her Wikipedia page in the beginning of her career?
Hillary Duff?
Yeah. Where do you think she got her start?
Man, I think I used to know this. It's not the Mickey Mouse Club, and I feel like, oh man, I don't remember, so I'm just going to say something that I know isn't true, which is Casper and Wendy.
That's actually very close.
Okay.
That is the third titled thing in the list of her first things, so I'm going to give it to you. During her initial years of acting, Duff primarily played minor roles like her uncredited part in the Hallmark Entertainment Western miniseries True Women in 1997 and as an uncredited extra in the ensemble comedy drama Playing by Heart in 1998. The same year, Duff was cast in her first major role as Wendy in Casper Meets Wendy.
Oh, okay. So that's her first named role.
Yeah. So you definitely still get that. Sid says that in Napoleon Dynamite, Haley plays the hot gal Summer.
Oh, that's right.
I don't remember Napoleon Dynamite well enough to know who that is at all.
That's fair.
What sitcom that you and I both love did Hillary Duff have a starring role in?
Sitcom that we both love?
That we both love.
Starring? Or was in once?
Was in. It says starring. No, starring. Yeah. No,
was it Malcolm in the Middle?
No.
Starring?
Yes. Was one of the main characters.
That we both like?
Yep.
I think she did have some kind of Malcolm in the Middle cameo.
She very well might have.
A sitcom that we both like.
We both like, and we both have talked about liking. We both have watched. It's one that you probably wouldn't expect. Listeners, feel free to shoot your guesses too if you think you have any ideas. It was a sitcom that was on Fox in early 2013.
No idea.
5, 4, 3. Coyote Astronaut says Disney's Fantasia. 2, 1. Raising Hope. Hillary Duff apparently plays Jimmy's ex-girlfriend in Raising Hope.
Okay, so again, by starring role, we mean was in an episode.
As Jimmy's ex-girlfriend.
I don't remember this, but I'm sure that if I watched it, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I've seen this before."
It is from later in the series. It's just after
I have seen the whole series.
He marries Sabrina, and then his ex-girlfriend comes back.
That's honestly such a good sign for her because Raising Hope is such a good show.
Raising Hope was such a good show. Good job, Bug. I think you've done it.
Yes, Hillary Duff was in How I Met Your Father.
Matt Bliss says, Matt Bliss says Hillary Duff in How I Met Your Father, the shoddy follow-up.
So I didn't like, I was not a him girly. I don't like How I Met Your Mother. I wanted to like it. I tried to like it. How I Met Your Mother.
Oh.
What?
Is that, people don't call it that.
They do.
Gross.
Yeah, they call it that. I mean, it's a long title. I get it.
I would just call it, is that bad?
Listen,
boomery TV show.
Hey, we watch Mabim Bam, so I think it's okay. They call it Him Yim, and that's fine. It's all fine. I just don't like it. I don't want to watch Neil Patrick Harris play straight in that weird way. But weird because it's like so toxic, the whole thing. Anyway,
but like Barney Rubble or whatever.
Yeah, well, Allison Hannigan is in it, who I love, which is why I tried to watch it so much. But I don't like the show, and I did watch the follow-up though because I do like Hillary Duff and I like her sitcom career. I watched a lot of Younger. And I love that the best thing they did in How I Met Your Father was that Kim Cattrall played old Hillary Duff, which is an iconic choice.
I don't know who that is. Is that the Throat Goat song singer?
No, but that's so funny. No, she's from Sex and the City.
I'm the Throat Goat.
You're thinking of Kim Petras.
Nope, that's Billie Eilish. How the fuck does Throat Goat go?
And not like that, but that was in fact.
I'm the Throat Goat. That's right.
I'm the Throat Goat. That's right. I have to close the window because it's blinding me.
Yeah, it's also really hot in here. You want to throw the door open even if the cats are bad? They're really bad. Chester was chewing on everything plastic in the morning. 60 watts light bulb says, not an acronym guy. No, I am very much an acronym guy. I love a shortening. I love a phonetic acronym. I just don't like the way him sounds and feels coming out of my mouth. I don't know why. It feels gross. That one feels like it's gone sour. It might also be that I don't like that show. I just don't like the him.
Yeah, I mean, I think How I Met Your Mother is one of those shows that I remember seeing ads for, and I was like, this is a really cool premise. And like, I don't think I'm like interesting for not liking it. I just tried to get into it and I couldn't, but I know so many people who are like, it's absolutely their comfort show.
Is that just the same show as Men? No. The fucking 2.5 Men or whatever?
No.
Is it like the same actors?
Nope.
God, they all look the fucking same though.
That's fair. It's the same, I think, era of like sitcom type thing. I did watch a lot of 2.5 Men. That's my toxic trait.
I watched, I think, an episode of it and I don't know. I'm hard to please. I'm hard to please.
He's hard to please.
Yeah. Sid just keeps sending distressed emojis in the chat. This one's named Nooble and I don't know what that means. Sid does say also that she's in Agent Cody Banks.
She is.
Who is she in Agent Cody Banks?
The girl one.
Oh, no shit. That's Hillary Duff?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. See, I know her from Lizzie McGuire and then Wake Up and...
You did watch the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Yeah, I watched the Lizzie McGuire movie. I watched the Lizzie McGuire TV show. And then just her music it just exists around, you know?
I will say, we're talking a lot about Hillary Duff's comeback. However, like, Hillary Duff has been working and, like, very much, she even said this.
Yeah, I meant, like, the Hillary Duff explosion. Like,
no, I know.
She'll be on charts. I think she's going to, like, make a pop radio renaissance.
I think so, too. But, like, she even mentioned it at her concert where she was like, you know, a lot of people are like, why now? Why are you returning? And she's like, in some ways I took a break, but like I was never out of the public eye. You know, she has 4 kids, but she's been doing things. She's been active. She's had TV shows. It's just sort of her return to music. And I just bring that up because like, I think something that a lot of people might not realize, but if you think about like, oh, Hillary Duff is 38 years old. She was, Atticus and I were talking about this because Atticus is 4 years younger than we are. And they have their own whole relationship with Hillary Duff and her career, but we were a little young for Hillary Duff.
The missile knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. By subtracting where it is from where it isn't, the guidance subsystem drive the missile from a position where it is to a position where it isn't.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. Line up at the start. Your test is over.
And you're off.
Now we reconnected, but I forgot to hit the record button. So actually, that is actually lost.
Well, that's okay.
We actually did just talk to ourselves for a little while.
I like to talk to you.
I think it looks like we've reconnected back to the internet. Hey, what's up, y'all?
We were doing the show like just normal because we knew we disconnected, but Mason was sure he'd hit record, but he had not.
I had not hit record.
So we were just talking to each other.
Yeah, I have no idea what to do with the podcast now today because I don't know what's going to have persisted or not.
There'll just probably be a gap.
Yeah, there might be a gap. Whatever.
Worst case scenario, it's lost and you guys are the only one who get to hear it.
My good buddy Michael Colby. Yeah, you and me are the only ones who get to hear what was off air.
I know.
Which was just us talking about concerts we've been to. My good friend Michael Colby popped back in the Discord and was like, all right, time to catch up. How many episodes did I miss? 64.
Yeah.
It's like this whole show is just ephemeral.
Yeah.
It's fine. We missed a segment. It's whatever. All right. So, hello and welcome back. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
AJ says, can anyone else not see them? Are we on the screen? Are we vibsable?
Are we vobsable?
I'm going to flash back and forth between these two things. Although now I seem to have broken OBS and I can't get us off of our old screen.
Oh, really? That's a shame.
Yeah. Well, now I'm the frog. And
Well, yeah, because AJ did say, yeah, I can see you now.
Okay. And there we go.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. See what I mean? Something's super fucked.
Why is that happening?
I don't know. Am I holding shift on the mouse?
Well, it's a bit fucky here today.
Yeah, things are weird. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, anyway, the thought that I was having out loud when I think the internet crashed, just to maybe tie that up, is that Hillary Duff managed to be part of a lot of people's childhoods by being active for like a really good chunk of time. Mm-hmm. And so it was really cool to see that. It was like all of millennials and like the very beginning of Gen Z, you know? That's a long time to be relevant because she is... I mean, like a real true millennial, I think, like an elder millennial, but like pretty solidly in the millennial space. And she was able to just like be part of so many of our lives. And like, yeah.
Yeah, as a kid, the Lizzie McGuire show, blending animation with real life is what roped me in. I was like, that's really cool.
Speaking of inner monologues, we've been talking about them so much. That's such a good example of one.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, do yourself a favor, go listen to Hillary Duff, Weather for Tennis. That's my favorite track off the album. I think it's like the leading single off of the album. It's a very strong track. It's very good. Weather for Tennis has been stuck in my head for days. Every time I think of the main melody, it gets lodged deep in there. But I think it is time. We've dedicated half the show to Madam Duff, Hillary and her Duff. Hey, pop quiz. I said it earlier. What's Hillary Duff's middle name? Ding, ding.
Earhart.
Ding. Yep. How's it spelled? Ding, dong, ding, dong.
Is it
ding,
like Amelia?
Dong, nope. Earhardt.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. Because it
Earhart.
looks like a brand.
A brand? Do you think that looks like a brand?
Yeah, like Carhartt.
Earhart. Earhard.
Yeah, but it looks like a brand.
Yeah, I feel like I guess if I bought some like coveralls from Amazon and they said Earhard, I'd be like, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, that makes
My
sense.
soldering iron says Aoyue. Aoyue. You know why that is, by the way? You know how all the brands on like Amazon are just like vowel soup?
Oh, yeah, it's because they like...
You had to, they tried to change a policy to make it harder for people to just like sell, scam, and one-off items. So you had to have a brand. And so now all of those places just formed these nonsense brands. So that's why we ended up with all sorts of those weird vowel soup brand stuff if you get cheap things on Amazon.
Capitalism is cool because like there's no incentive to care about anything and nobody makes anything.
My favorite part is how it works for everybody. Like,
I know.
Really well, actually. Yeah,
it's fun.
Like, it's super good and cool. And like I love starving and struggling. So I'm in a happy place. Let's go ahead and check in on... That's a terrible segue into our community sponsors. But,
Hell yeah.
You can help make the show possible at patreon.com/bug-and-moss. Patreon.com/bug-and-moss. You can join the Freak Forest, support us. Special thanks to our community partners, Eva Mae Morin, whose book is coming out soon. Her book is Check You Out. It is her debut kissing novel.
Cannot wait.
It's a romance book. It's delightful. It's available for pre-order from Amazon and from her website, evamaymorin.com. Also, thank you to French Alexander, a good friend, an artist and musician whose whimsy knows no bounds. He streams live music and art making on Twitch at twitch.tv/French Alexander every Thursday at 7 p.m. You can find out more at FrenchAlexander.com. And hey, checking my watch, today's Thursday. So betcha Alex is going to be doing some stuff at 7 p.m. today.
Oh, and yeah, we have to remember that we probably do too.
Yeah. We have to sort of see about that because I
Okay.
have to turn this video around for the NCA.
That's true.
And I have to get it to them. So America's
We
Next
might-
Top Portal is going to be a little dicey.
On pause.
I'm thinking we might do the watch party, but I don't know if I can do the Portal stream.
Yeah, we'll see.
we'll see how it
We'll
goes.
update in the Discord.
Yeah.
So jump in there if you're not already in there.
Yeah, if you want to be on the source of the pulse of the source of America's Next Top Portal, it's in the Discord. We'll figure out what that is. I don't want to miss another watch party though, because I really miss that. It's always so much fun, and I could do that while I continue working on the thing. Thank you to our community partners. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for choosing to spend your morning, every morning's
What?
Monday.
You know.
Every morning is Monday. Thank you for spending yours with us on the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. Hey, SCQ Podcast popped up. Don't see you here often, but that's Ty. And Ty says, I finished replaying Portal 2 earlier this week. Game holds up.
The biggest problem is that I miss you guys, but the second biggest problem is that I need to keep playing Portal 2.
I know. I really want to. Yeah, I want to see how it ends. I don't know. I'm only as far as we have gotten.
I'm EP.
You're sleepy?
I also almost restarted my computer because it needs an update, which would have been a real shame.
You would have still been on audio, but that would have been funny to just see you vanish. Side character Quest says, have Bug and Moss picked up on the parallel themes in Portal and America's Next Top Model? No, probably not. We're not smart.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, what kind of themes?
So I'll tell you guys, there's a problem here. And it's that Portal 2, but also probably both Portal games, are not good games to play while you're trying to talk about something else.
Yeah, they definitely are. They definitely eat into your focus.
Oh, Ty is very right. He says body image and bullying.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Definitely a parallel
No, yeah,
theme.
100%. I also have noticed that on YouTube we are streaming to a very confusing random titled video. So I don't know what's going on.
It's hard. We'll fix it.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? What is it, like a dozen of us? Who gives a shit?
We have picked up on it, and then we have been calling Glad OS Jan OS.
Yeah, Jan OS, because my gosh.
Janos.
Hey, guess what? Matt Bliss sent in a game yesterday that we've been playing.
I want to play games.
It's called Guess the Aussie TV Show.
Okay.
Guess these Aussie 90s TV show premises, where Matt found a video on Instagram of these different show arts. And then the goal is for you to guess what each one is and what it's about. So I already did the first few. Just to give you an example, Bugs, we saw like Ocean Girl. We saw these creepy weirdos. Mm-hmm. We saw Amazing, the Bananas in Pajamas. This one had sort of international recognition. That's a very familiar image. Mm-hmm. Spellbinder, Agro's Cartoon Collection.
Hell yeah.
And then this would be our next one.
Oh.
This appears to be a television show named Mulligrubs. How would you describe this?
It
Visually
is giving the last human in Doctor Who.
Oh, the lady whose face is stretched out across the...
Yeah. But it's sort of like serving the Simpsons style, like writing and stylization, but drag.
Okay, interesting. AJ said what I was thinking, which is it looks like Face from Nickelodeon, but Team You. Yeah, it looks like Face, but a little bit more distressing, right? It's called Mulligrubs. What do you think that is? What do you think the show is?
I think that it's a show about an omnipotent deity called Mulligrub, who is this sort of disembodied face made up only of features. And Mulligrub is a benevolent god among the creatures. And I think the show is presented in a way in which you feel like one of the creatures and you feel like you need to appease Mulligrub.
I really liked that little green tree frog. When I visited the museum, we saw some little green frogs in a big glass tank.
I think you're right, Bug. That's rough. That's awful.
I feel like I'm watching a student art piece from 1982. Like
Nightmare Fuel in a big way. It was for preschoolers. It aired on Network 10 from 1988 to 1996.
Wow.
Yeah. It features storytelling, music, puppets, and craft segments hosted or guided by a famous, surreal, disembodied floating face.
Well,
Absolutely, Bug. Hey, you ready for the next
Yeah.
Aussie TV show? Can we top Molly Grubs? This one seems a lot less nightmare fuel.
yeah, I guess. This looks, I think that this is Alf for babies.
Alf for babies?
Yeah.
So like Balf?
Yeah, this is like Alf's cousin, Jubilee and Derek, and their sort of brave little toaster-esque appliance friends.
That's the concertina for sure. That's concertina, 100%.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what that instrument is. This is like Bob the Builder's illegitimate son with one of his work tools. One
Yeah.
of the vehicles. This is Snuffleupagus is like the grandfather, I think.
Yeah. And then that's Keeble.
Yeah, Keeble, related to the vacuum from, what's the thing where they got TVs on their guts? Teletubbies.
Yeah, what's that in the very back? Is that a
I
guy?
think that's just a laundry basket.
Are you sure?
Oh, it's one of those hot water bottle looking guys, it looks like.
Okay.
And then one of the dinosaurs from the Dinosaurs TV show. Oops. How do I get out of full screen here? All right.
So, I think that this show is a workplace comedy, The Office style.
You think it's a workplace coffee-omedy?
Coffee-omedy.
It's a workplace coffee-omedy style. Song that you like to sing a little while. Go outside. Or the cat in the trash. Yeah. All right, Bug. What's your best guess at what that show is titled? What do you think the title? Yeah, what do you think the title of that show is? Bug says, Dempsey's Dreamland, she says. Close. It's Johnson and Friends, an Australian children's TV series about a group of giant-sized living toys who come to life and have adventures in a young boy's bedroom whenever humans are absent.
Arguably, it's a workplace comedy.
Arguably.
Oh, I like this. Oh. So me.
They're way, way, way bigger than I thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
There's like full-grown adults in these, which means they have a set that is like a giant-sized house.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, this is okay. I think that this could be really fun for kids.
Yeah, this has good vibes. The set is also genuinely nuts because I thought they were small puppets. They did such a good job with the fake forced perspective, making it seem like they're in a big house.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
wild.
That's awesome. All right, Bug, one more 90s Aussie
Okay.
TV show, and that'll leave us a couple that we can play tomorrow as well. Here's our next image for us to look at, and I think it's got the title built right into it. So
Yeah.
Here we go. Tell me what you see.
So this is, I assume, the personification of you as a puppet.
Me?
Yeah, you smell like pencil shavings.
That's just because I'm sweaty today.
Yeah, but he does too.
Yeah, because his nose is a pencil. Describe what we're seeing for the podcast audience, please.
Okay, so there is a sort of Peer Gynt style puppet. Peer Gynt making a big appearance here. He looks like he killed Mickey Mouse and stole one of his outfits.
He's got a very, very tall striped green hat, frizzy blue hair, very green eyeshadowed eyes that are large, a massive cartoonishly big pencil in the middle of its face as a nose, point out, point forward, a big red bow tie, giant yellow shirt, pointed curly elf shoes.
Yeah.
And he's sitting on the shoulder of the lady from Full House.
That is pretty good. That is what it seems like. His name is Mr. Squiggle, I guess. He looks like the worm from Labyrinth became a real boy. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, like, so the worm from Labyrinth is going through the Pinocchio rabbit hole is what you're saying?
Yeah,
The
that's what
Pinocchio
I'm getting.
pipeline? The Pinocchio
You can
line?
get Pinocchio radicalized, and that happened to him.
Yeah, you can. YouTube just starts recommending thing after thing, and next thing you know,
I'm just gonna guess he's stinky. Like he's like bad, like a Sour Patch Kid.
You think Mr. Squiggle is bad? I
Yeah.
think obviously this has to do with art and drawing, right? There's no way that this doesn't have to do with like art and drawing or doodling somehow, because it's got a pencil for a nose. There has to be something. there.
Can you imagine the horror if she just like grabs him by the head and starts drawing?
It's actually like a legal drama, and
Yeah.
the puppet's just there, and it's like a lawyer, and other lawyers keep grabbing the back of his head and he's
Yeah.
just sign documents. Yeah, I don't know.
There's like a third season twist where he sues them for workplace violations.
Yeah. Sid says he could be in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which, I feel like that's a pretty accurate read there, Sid. Kind of Astronaut says Moss doesn't shower. He dust bathes in graphite. Oh, Matt Bliss says, where did they touch you? Right on the pencil.
Yeah.
What do we think? What do you think it is, Bug? Give me your best guess as to what this show is before we watch a trailer.
I think that he's a stinky elf boy who's always making trouble, and she's chasing him around trying to get him in line.
Where do you think this puppet is from?
Finland.
Not quite. Let's go ahead and let's watch this trailer.
Here's Mr. Squiggle, lots of fun for everyone. Here's Mr. Squiggle, sing a happy tune. You can see we're as happy as can be. Mr. Squiggle, the man from the moon.
The moon.
He's from the moon.
That was a pretty cute intro. I'm sure that show is very cute.
That was a very cute intro, and this seems pretty good. I guess the thing is that he draws upside down. He makes upside down drawings.
Okay.
So the show centers on a cheerful puppet from the moon who has a pencil for a nose and uses children's random scribbles to create upside down drawings. It aired from 1959 to 1999. So that's sort of a long-running one. That's Mr. Squiggle. We've got a few more of these that we can dip into later, but I feel like that's a fun little break for some Aussie TV guessing.
Thank you, Matt. This is such a great game.
Thank you, Matt. Good morning to French Alexander, who has tuned in to join us. SCQ Podcast says Pinocchio's catchphrase does sound like something straight out of the manosphere.
I don't know.
What is Pinocchio's catchphrase?
Yeah, I don't know what Pinocchio's catchphrase
Make me a real boy? What does Pinocchio say? I want skin. I'd love skin. I'd love to sweat and hurt. I'd love to get damp when I don't want to, and everything get worse as time goes on.
There's so many Pinocchio quotes. One is never trust people who promise to make you rich in a day. One is right and wrong, but how will I know?
Right and wrong? Yeah, I haven't seen Pinocchio in 100 years. I honestly don't know if I've ever seen Pinocchio or read Pinocchio. I don't even know if it's a movie.
It's a movie.
The most of what I know about Pokemon.
Go on.
You know,
He's my favorite Pokemon.
I'm not long for this world, Bug. I think my brain is melting. The two of my brain are smushed together. You want to know my stance on Pinocchimon? Most of what I know about Pinocchio comes from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
In which he's like not even a main character. He's just like a side character. And he's a little bit of a dickhead.
Princess Mononokimon.
Princess Monopinokimon. Gotta catch 'em all. Yeah. What's up, Bug?
Another one of Pinocchio's catchphrases is, what's a conscience?
Oh, well, that's good. Is that, you can't just say, it's not a catchphrase unless they say it all the time. Does he walk through the movie going, what's a conscience? He kicks open the door.
He's pretty annoying.
Beats some people up, and he's like, what's a conscience?
Basically, I think he kills a guy. I think that's his faith journey.
You think Pinocchio kills a guy?
Yeah.
Is that what happens in Pinocchio?
I don't know. It's been a long time.
Well, so what do we remember about Pinocchio? Let's retell it, I think, from the start. Pinocchio was a puppet that was whittled out of, I think, like a swamp tree by the old guy named Geppetto.
Yeah, that's all true. I think Pinocchio feels like a modern retelling of like Daedalus and Icarus. Like Pinocchio has Icarus energy, fly too close to the sun.
But there's another half of that gets left out, which is that they can't fly too close to the sea, or else the spray would.
Yeah, you got to just be right in the middle.
Yeah, because the moral of that story could have gone either way. Right?
So true. I think then what happens is fairy magic makes Pinocchio real.
That's right.
Because Geppetto wishes for it.
Does Geppetto wish for it, or does Pinocchio wish so hard with his little wooden brain?
I don't remember. Is Pinocchio animate before he's human?
I don't know, because then how would Geppetto do that?
So does Geppetto just like put a Build-A-Bear heart in him and then he walks around?
I think, or does Pinocchio will itself to life?
Huh.
That's tricky.
Is it love?
It could be.
Is there a bad fox boy in Pinocchio?
I think it's the friends we made along the way.
I think there's a bad fox boy that leads Pinocchio astray. And then I think it's like in the Bible and he's in the belly of a whale.
I'm Googling Pinocchio Foxboy, and all I'm getting is fan art of Honest John.
Yeah.
John Worthington Foulfellow, the secondary antagonist of Disney's Second.
What?
I don't know. It's like a stub from villains.fandom.com. Okay. Honest John. I do recognize this fox, and I'm sure you would too. He's sort of, wow. I have aggressive ad blocking, and Fandom Wiki is still completely unusable because it's like looking through fucking window blinds.
Yeah.
I do recognize that fox. That's Honest John.
Fucking vibe.
That fox, very like red fox fur, and then has like green sort of PJ pants, but above it a vest and a blue cape.
We can all say what we want, but foxes are hot.
Well, I feel like everyone has this sort of awakening with either this fox or the one from Robin Hood.
Yeah, we all got a fox awakening.
Fox awakening. 60 watts light bulb says Geppetto wishes he has a son, I think, and then the puppet gets animated, but the puppet wants to be real.
So I want to start by treating ourselves to the page. There's a lot to uncover here. So Pinocchio is obviously a fictional character and the protagonist of the children's novel, The Adventures of Pinocchio, written in 1881.
Oh, it's a couple of years ago, yeah.
Yeah, so in this story, Pinocchio was carved by a poor man named Geppetto. He was created as becoming a wooden puppet, but this supports your theory. He dreams of becoming a real boy. I like this. Pinocchio is a cultural icon and one of the most reimagined characters in children's literature.
Cultural icon is blue. It's a blue link.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the Wikipedia page for cultural
The
icon.
first cultural icon is Mount Fuji. The
Wait,
first one
really?
they list is Mount Fuji.
That's great. A cultural icon is a person or artifact that is identified by members of a culture as representative of that culture.
I have a lot of ideas for drag looks, and it's just going to the Wikipedia page for cultural icon and being things such as a British telephone booth and Mount Fuji.
Mm-hmm. Also related on the pages down here, types, architectural icon, gay icon, pop icon. So that's fun.
I love this. I need you to pull up the Pinocchio page and show everybody the picture they use.
Okay. How do you spell Pinocchio? I got it. It's like the pasta. Ginocchio. Check this out. This is the Pinocchio that they put on Wikipedia.
This is biblically accurate Pinocchio. Did you say Wikipedia?
I said Wikipedia. Definitely.
Okay.
I thought it was showing on screen. I accidentally opened the properties of it. Check that out. Describe this Pinocchio for me, Bug.
So he looks a bit like a classic clown. He's got a little ruff around his neck, and he's got a super long torso. And he's wearing this big, long red shirt and these little green shorts, and he has like hinges at his knees, but otherwise looks incredibly human, and his nose looks superhuman.
I like this Pinocchio more than any other depiction of Pinocchio I have seen, I think.
Yeah, Coyote Astronaut said, "What in the Cyrano de Bergerac?" And I could not agree more.
Well, I would also like to draw your attention to some of the illustrations that surround good Sir Pinocchio here. In that there's a weird, mysterious Helen of Troy emerging from the mist in the background on the left. Down in the bottom right, there's a fish with its mouth gaping open, Chester style. Except Chester's actually also in this because off to the right, just below that, is an orange cat and a gray cat walking away in the distance.
So we're learning a lot about Chester and Cinders right now.
Yeah, they came from this. And on the left, of course, there's a roiling, frustrated-looking snake with his head tilted towards the sky and its tongue flicking rapidly.
Hey, if you scroll down, they have a nude of him, and it explains a lot about his torso.
You all ready to see some Pinocchio nudes?
Yeah.
Ready to see Pinocchio's whole O?
Yeah.
Boop. There he is. He's just kind of a matchstick.
How's that feel for everybody?
That's an interesting look. I mean, you know what? It's just like I've been doing some 3D work lately. You only fix what's in camera, right?
Yeah.
You only got to focus on what's going to be shown, and you can kind of like leave a lot under the surface. So I can see that they focused on the important parts of Pinocchio.
Sid in the chat says I should call him. Hey, babe, you are Pinocchio coded because here's some fucking person describing Pinocchio. A rascal, imp, scapegrace, disgrace, ragamuffin, and confirmed rogue.
Confirmed rogue.
Yeah, I have some ideas for everybody's next D&D character.
Wretched boy, laments Pinocchio's loving father, the carpenter Geppetto.
It's interesting because, like, what the hell is Pinocchio's actual deal?
I think maybe the original text is better because it says the very first thing the puppet does upon being born is laugh derisively in Geppetto's face, and then Pinocchio steals the sad old man's wig. So I think,
It sounds great.
I think this Pinocchio might be even more of a shithead.
I'm going to actually probably have to read this book now because this is a vibe. This is a play I want to see.
The story was originally meant to serve as a warning. It was published in June 1881 in the children's magazine Journal per I Bambini. To be a tragedy, it concluded with the puppet's execution. Pinocchio's enemies, the fox and the cat, bind his arms, and they kill him. Rough.
Fascinating.
Yeah. So I guess the original thing might be something interesting to read.
I like that Disney saw that and said, I'll have it. I'll make it good for kids to have.
Pinocchio.
That's on Wikipedia.
Pinocchio.
Can we talk about how everyone in our chat is thirsting over Pinocchio? And I get it. It says a lot about us. We're all like, oh, he's so hot.
Yeah, Az says, oh no, he's hot. The astronaut says, he's got wood.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Pinocchio in his dressed and undressed state, sort of more pure, this sort of manly Pinocchio, we would highly recommend you check it out.
Coyote Astronaut says, confirmed rogue sounds like a mid-century euphemism for being,
Yeah,
I
it
winked
does.
the wrong eye.
I also want to say...
And then Daddy just replied saying, confirmed rogue? Oh, honey, you just don't understand how hard I work.
Daddy's out of control.
Confirmed rogue telephone daddy. Oh, my gosh. Amazing.
Yeah, Pinocchio's wildin', guys. There's a lot going on here.
That's so funny. I'm obsessed with... That's the best response that Daddy's ever given.
I feel like what this is confirming for me is that the Disney Pinocchio is like the young Sheldon to the original Pinocchio.
Now, I haven't seen any young Sheldon. I have an impossible time believing that it's good. But I hear from people that it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to watch it because I don't care, but it's like a prequel to The Big Bang Theory.
It's like if someone said, hey, this animal takes a shit. Hold on. This animal takes a shit that's delicious. And then I'm like, I don't really know. And they're like, no, trust me. And then everyone I meet is like, no, dude, this animal that takes the delicious shits, that shit is delicious. And I have a really hard time buying it. And it's going to take a lot for me to watch young Sheldon.
I mean, it's not necessarily going to take a lot. I'm just not going to do it. If it's on where I am, that's fine.
Well, the hospital waiting room?
Dude, the last time
office?
we were at the hospital for 1,000 years, I had to watch so much Friends. And
I hate Friends.
I do too. I watched it and liked it for a while, but like the older I get, the harder it is to just be like, this is what they wrote for us. They think we're stupid.
I know that we have a lot of people who are in our community that really like Friends.
And that's true everywhere. Most people like Friends.
Yeah. And like, I'm not trying to cast aspersions. I just cannot. I just don't like those kinds of, I don't like a sitcom really.
Oh, I like a sitcom.
I love a sitcom like in theory, but I do not like most of them in execution.
I like a lot of sitcoms.
But like Friends, Cheers, Frasier, Seinfeld.
I love Frasier.
Full House, all that. Like Full House is the only one that I watched even more than a little of because it was like...
Cheers is also such a vibe.
Back before we had DVR, well before streaming was really a thing. That was like the only... Yeah. I don't know. I just don't like any of those.
That's fair.
Coyote Astronaut says... Or no, sorry. Sid says, every single thing brought up today, I'm like, hey.
Yeah,
no,
that's fair.
Sid... Please stand in your truth, live in your truth, love what you love, like what you like. It's
Remember that Mason is the poop cord guy.
I'm the guy who wants to poop cords.
Yeah. So like it's not important to care about what we think is good.
Also, the young Sheldon thing though, the people who have told me it's good are people who make good media recommendations. And so I'm really struggling with that because it really does feel like, hey, do you want to eat this turd?
As in the chat says, Bug, let's talk Frasier sometime. As we have to talk Frasier. Also, this one time, Mason and I played a Frasier TTRPG. It was so good.
It was a Frasier TTRPG that was created by Cameron. What is Cameron's last name?
Cameron Lindsay.
Cameron Lindsay, super funny guy. Where we took full scripts, like screenplay formatted scripts of Frasier episodes, and on your turn, you could change like a couple words of dialogue a couple words of dialogue or modify a line or take out a line, and there were rules around like how you could affect other people. And so the whole thing was basically we vandalized the script. And the way the gameplay worked is that the person playing Frasier was trying to get the show canceled, trying to ruin the show in some way, like kill off a character or do something that would get the show completely kicked off the air, while everyone else plays the rest of the cast trying to keep it from going completely off the rails.
It was so incredible. And you have like different powers, like different things you can do. There's only so much you can do.
Yeah, but so like if the line was like, Frasier opens the door and drops his hat on the ground. Like Josiah was playing Frasier would be like, I want to change the word hat to grenade.
Yeah.
And so, it was super cool.
It was so good.
Cameron's a genius for coming up with that.
Yeah, it was so fun. And Mason has still never seen Frasier in his life. And so it was very funny from the perspective of someone who has and someone who has not.
I had a great time. I've seen a bit of Frasier.
Okay.
Like an episode, maybe. I don't know, man.
Prove it.
Scrambled eggs.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Fucking skibidi-ba.
Yeah, got me. Scrambled eggs on my face.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Do we want to do some clues? Hey, does anybody know, did Mason tell you a clue yesterday?
Did I tell you a clue yesterday? Did I continue?
It doesn't matter, because if he did, you're getting 2 today, or if he didn't, whatever.
Good, we're out of time, so let's do it.
Well, our show did drop in the middle, but yeah. I just opened Scrivener. That's useful. Okay, kids. Let's start from the beginning. There are going to be 5 clues, so that means 1 more clue tomorrow. So if you can guess it, I would try to guess it now. Clue number 1. A young man goes on a field trip and 2. However, his actions cost someone he cares for to 3. The man hires him to take 4. And he realizes that he is the one who 5. The man begs him not to reveal.
No fucking idea. Can you read those again in sequence without the numbers?
A young man goes on a field trip and, however, his actions cause someone he cares for to... The man hires him to take, and he realizes that he's the one who... The man begs him not to reveal.
Balto? Wolf Quest?
Great guess.
Okay. Am I right?
No.
Oh. I was like, I can't tell if I accidentally just got it in one. I have no idea what that is. If you think you know the answer, DM Bug. Put it in the Discord. And put it in spoiler tags. Caddy Asna says Mr. Smith goes to Washington.
I ain't never seen that.
Is this Corduroy? I don't remember what happens in Corduroy, except there was a little teddy bear. I like that movie.
I like Paddington.
Sorry for ragging on all of your beloved media franchises.
Yeah, it's really just because we don't like them, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't.
I like a lot of things that are bad, and I don't like a lot of things that are good.
So true.
That's the name of life. Make sure you go listen to Hillary Duff's Weather for Tennis and listen to the rest of the album. It's very good. Thank you for squandering your morning with us and our meandering and wandering, blathering, blomthering.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, dude.
We're sleepy. We'll
sleepy.
try to be more awake tomorrow, but no promises.
Yeah, we're gonna get. Yes.
Yeah. That's how I feel too.
Oh boy, y'all. Rock this Thursday. You got it. I love you, Bug.
I love you, Moss.
This is Bug and Moss.